Alright, today I am going back to Elizabeth Furnace because I want to see what it's like during the day on a very nice, beautiful spring day and see what, well, just see what the scenery is. Now, I am going on a different path than I did last time. Instead of going up the switchbacks on the backside, I'm probably going to take the longer route and go up the ridge line. So that should give me some kind of variation from last time, but it's a beautiful crisp day and I want to be able to see those overlooks the way that they're intended to be looked at. So join me today on Nova Mountaineer and let's go for a hike. So I started my hike here at Elizabeth Furnace, and again, I said in the car I was intending on taking a different route than I did last time. Well, I'm doing just that. I'm taking the long route around the outside in the ridge and going up the Spruce Knob, and I'll be completing the loop by going down the same way I came up last time. So this is one giant loop. We'll see how difficult it is. This actually might be a really good way of going, and I don't know, it's just something new. So I think the one nice thing about this part of the trail is that while there is a lot of cars parked in the parking lot, I think majority of the people go up the switchbacks like I did the first time. And people don't want to go and do the ridge line, probably because it could be longer or it looks like it's out of the way. For those that like a more secluded trail hike, I recommend going up on the ridgeline side. Yeah, it may be a little bit further, but I think you'll like it. That, and when you do the switchbacks on the other side, if you choose to, you're going down it rather than up it. For me, I think that's a win-win. So that was a 6-spotted tiger beetle, and I love that emerald green color that they have, and it just adds a little extra brilliance to the trail because you'll see them all over the place during certain times of the year, this being one of them. So what you saw there was a red-tailed skink. You'll find them throughout Virginia. They're amphibians, so you're going to mostly find them near water. It's not much of a view yet, but you can kind of get a feel of the beauty of what is today. Crisp skies, mountains all around you, going up a nice trail, and you got spring right here on the brink of in full bloom. Yes, today is a beautiful day for a hike. So when I said I was surrounded by mountains, I was not kidding, because look at this. You've got a clear mountain range on a 360 degree. I think that's pretty cool. So this is just a little flat top. I'm obviously elevated enough to be able to see some of the mountain ridges, but you got mountain ridges all around. I mean, somewhere far in the distance, but it's almost as if I'm in a crater. So this last little stretch is definitely pretty enduring. I think for the last half mile or so, it's definitely been pretty much straight up. Very doable. Right now I'm sitting at 4 miles, and it's taken me about 2 hours to get 4 miles. So, not bad. Especially with how steep this terrain is. I'll take 30 minutes on that. Anyway, hopefully I'm going to be close to Signal Knob in a short bit. It's definitely along the ridge line. You can see there some rock formations, and on this side you get to see the area in which I came from. Unexpectedly, I'm going to be cutting my hike short today, and that's because even though I thought I had a lot of water, I just ran out. Had about 2 liters of water on me. Thought that would be enough for today, but I'm about halfway through the hike. I'm almost at the trail crossing with the yellow blaze and the white blaze, so the Manica and Signal Knob Trail. And I'll be just going down Signal Knob Trail rather than going to the peak. And the reason I'm doing this instead of backtracking is that I'm pretty sure the Signal Knob Trail will be significantly shorter. I've traveled about 5.5 miles, and I believe it's about 3 miles from Manica Trail down to the parking lot. So, do the math there. 8 versus 10 miles, I'll take the 3 mile shortcut. So even though I have approximately another maybe a quarter of a mile or so to a half mile to get to that point. I think overall it's still going to be a lot shorter. I just made it to the Signal Knob Trail, and I'll correct myself. It's actually the orange blaze, not a yellow blaze. Alright, so I just finished the hike. Definitely need this. Overall, the hike was about 9 miles. Took about 6 hours to complete. If I had done the Signal Knob, that would have been an additional about maybe 3 miles on the hike. So that would have been a 12-mile hike. So I'm glad I didn't include that, especially with the water situation. Overall, I like the trail side. I like doing that back end of the trail and going up the ridge line. I think that added quite a bit of interest. Compared to the other side is actually the Signal Knob Trail. That has a lot more rocks, and it's a little bit more bouncy, and you have to watch your step on that. And I think the ridgeline section, that was a little bit more direct, but there was definitely points that it's just, you're just going to be going straight up, and you're just going to take your time and just work your way through it. And it's a lot further too. But aside from those 2 points, I think it's a good mix into the entire hike. Well, until next time, join me here on Nova Mountaineer.